What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got some more NBA news to, of course, be talking about with you guys. Again, the Kevin Durant drama is getting pretty hated in the NBA right now. I mean, every single team and their dad seems to be interested in this guy, but no one is making a move, and I genuinely don't know if a move's going to be happening for a while. There are a lot of teams interested in him, but it's being said that the Brooklyn Nets just want everything. They want not only Kevin Durant, they want 8 first-round picks, they want a new pair of Adidas shoes, they want a hand job, they want your mum, they want absolutely every single thing on the planet. And this was more evident when it was said that they asked for the Timberwolves to give them like 5 future first-round picks, Karl Anthony Towns, and Anthony freaking Edwards, dude. What is going on? I have no idea. But Shams is saying there are 4 teams drastically interested in him. And one of these teams are actually the Miami Heat. Now, the Miami Heat have had a really, really weird off-season, if we're all being completely honest. I have not know what to make of their off-season so far. They have still not found a trade for Duncan Robinson. They still have my man sitting there making $20 million a year to do pretty much the exact same thing I do at home. Just sit on my ass, play with my inappropriate parts, and brick the shit when I shoot threes. That is pretty much what Duncan Robinson is doing right now on the Miami Heat. Then they've still got Kyle Lowry's thick booty just doing absolutely nothing. But at least they decided to re-sign Victor Oladipo, which was being said to be a 4-year deal. But now there are some that is suggesting that it is a 2-year deal worth around $18 million, $9 million pretty much per season. Second year being a player option. They also re-signed Dwayne Dedmon to a $4 million deal. They re-signed Caleb Martin to a $6 to $7 million deal as well. And yeah, haven't brought in anyone new. They did manage to lose PJ Tucker, but I'm going to be honest, as I said with Duncan Robinson, I am kind of alike with PJ Tucker. I mean, we're both chubby guys who just look tiny on the court. I mean, PJ Tucker's like 6'4", 6'5", and is guarding the center position some nights. Myself, I'm like not very tall, and I'm just like not really guarding anyone, to be honest. So at least he's kind of picking a position, but I still feel like he has to, considering he's now making around $10 million to go smell James Harden's beard in Philadelphia. Like, how crazy is that? I know that PJ Tucker had a pretty decent season, but his playoffs weren't that good. And I just feel like he is not really the same player that he used to be. His defensive impact isn't as big. None of that is really, a factor anymore. But the issue is, now that he's gone, it just seems like the Miami Heat don't have a power forward. And what I thought they were going to do this offseason, I think what every Miami fan thought they were going to do this offseason, was not hit the panic button, but hit the button that actually moves Bam to the 4. Moving Bam to the 4 has been a thing I think they've wanted to do for quite a while, where they can have Bam at the 4 and then bring in a center that can shoot threes and defend the interior, one being Mo Bamba. They didn't bring Mo Bamba in. Mo Bamba took the bag in Orlando. I don't believe he can get traded now because of his contract. He has to be a certain amount of time before he can get traded because it wasn't a sign and trade. And yeah, I don't know. They just didn't bring in anyone. But a part of me wonders, are they going to try and get Kevin Durant? Because they don't have a power forward. And if there's any team that would give up like 6 future first round picks, which is what Brooklyn want, I think it's the Miami Heat. I think there's a really good trade package you can do. And let me just start off by saying this. If I hear one Miami fan in the comments say that 6 future first round picks is too much, I will absolutely go insane, because Brooklyn have been asking for Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards, and like 8 future first round picks. So if you think 6 future first round picks is a lot, then oh my god, you haven't seen the reports of what Brooklyn have been asking for. God damn, they've been just asking for absolutely everyone, bro. Like, they're trying to get that much depth. They're going to have, like, Karl Anthony Towns running center at their G League next year or something. I don't even know. They just want a rotation of 40 good players and 800 first-round picks for KD. That's really what they want over there in Brooklyn. The reality is, though, you're going to have to give up Tyler Hero. That's the reality. And I don't think, I mean, anyone who gets asked to give up Tyler Hero for KD, let's be honest, we're all doing it. Like, no matter what we all want to think of Kevin Durant and how much he's kind of sucked it in Brooklyn, he's still a top 5 player in the NBA. He still averages 30 every night. And when he wants to, he can also be a very, very elite defender. The reality is Tyler Hero is a dude that is wanting a max contract and is wanting to start. And I don't know if the Heat are going to let him start for the time being. I don't know how that is going to look. But if you want to get this deal done, it's going to be at least 4 to 7 first round picks. I'm going to say that because I really don't know what the Nets is going to be their final demand. It probably will be 6 future first round picks. It'll also be Tyler Hero. And I would assume a role player. I don't know who that role player would be. But yeah, they're going to be wanting a lot. And to be honest, that might not even be a very good offer for KD. Like, I mean, they've probably got much better offers than 6 future first round picks and Tyler Hero. I wouldn't be surprised if a team out there has offered like 6 to 8 future first round picks, a bunch of good role players, a bunch of good young players. You know, a team like Dallas could be one of those teams that have low-key done it like under the table. But if you're the Heat, you don't care because right now you already don't have as much depth as what you probably want. I think the Heat want a little bit more depth. They went into free agency to get more depth. They haven't necessarily come out of it. They've still got good bench players like Oladipo, Martin, Tyler Hero, I guess if he stays there, Dwayne Dedmon, Max Strus, Gabe Vincent's still there. But it's their 11th to 15th man rotation. I think they'd want to improve on that. But again, when we look at Kevin Durant, if they could get him for those players and picks that I've mentioned, you would be looking at a team that looked like Kyle Lowry, Duncan Robinson, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Kevin Durant, Caleb Martin, Victor Oladipo, Dwayne Dedmon, Nikola Jovic, Max Strus, and Gabe Vincent. Like, a really solid 11-man rotation that would go, I think, a long way in the NBA, in my opinion. And that would possibly be the best team in the league. I don't know if KD and Jimmy Butler would butt heads. You would think they probably would a lot. But I think this is a move that would be absolutely awesome to see if you're the Miami Heat. And honestly, it is a little risky because KD could very much just say, if they get a lot of injuries and they choke the playoffs, KD could very well just say, screw this, I'm going to Golden State or something again. Because that is the most Kevin Durant thing you'll ever hear. But I don't know. I think if you can guarantee a contract extension with him, and that's probably what a lot of teams are really hesitant on. They don't want to give up all these assets because they're worried about not getting a contract extension. I mean, if you can get that extension, then you're 100% making a move that looks like 6 first-round picks, Tyler Hero, and something else. Because that team, that you think that'd be a championship team. You not only would want that to be a championship team, but I think you'd be hoping for a couple. And again, I don't want to hear one Heat fan say in the comments that that is unreasonable. Because what we've seen Brooklyn asking, it is completely reasonable to demand what I've just said. Because goddamn, Brooklyn are asking for a lot. So, I'm not exactly too sure. Again, I would really like to hear all of your thoughts and opinions down below. Do you guys think the Miami Heat being interested in Kevin Durant is low-key valid? Do you guys think it's a good move or a bad move? I would very much like to know. But as I was saying, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.